Hey guys, it's Tricky Nick here. It's no secret I love Mario Kart DS. It's easily one of my favorite Mario Kart games and video games in general. But within this game, there are 32 tracks ripe for the ranking. So today, I decided to do just that and rank them all from worst to best. Some hot takes about these courses will be flying around in this video, so be warned. Anyways, without further ado, let's rank every Mario Kart DS track.
Here we go!
SNES Choco Island 2. To the three of you out there in the world who think this course doesn't look like absolute trash, sorry, but in this case you're objectively wrong. But even if you do think this course looks good, it's extremely short with a pretty bland layout. Now don't get me wrong, short simple courses can be great fun. However, the cherries on top of this hot garbage sundae are the sludge that makes controlling your kart unnecessarily difficult, the ramps that slow you down and make controlling worse, and the fact that both of these things combined make the course even uglier than it already was. SNES Mario Circuit 1. Despite being a rather simple SNES course, Mario Circuit manages to suck far less than Choco Island 2. There's not much to the course that makes it unique though, it just doesn't suck as hard. SNES Donut Plains 1. This course is only above the last two because the grass is a little easier on the eyes and there's a bridge. Big whoop. SNES Koopa Beach 2. We've trudged our way through the SNES courses and reached the best of the ones seen in Mario Kart DS. This course is extremely simple and extremely short just like the rest, but the beach is a nice change of pace and driving on the water like Jesus is pretty fun. Unless you accidentally touch the darker water that for some reason doesn't allow you to defy physics. Like seriously, this makes no sense. GCN Baby Park. Oh, wait, that's funny. I put Baby Park here? Must have been a mistake. Oh my god, they butchered this track! The whole reason Baby Park is a course that I hold so near and dear is the chaotic nature of this small, short track. Unfortunately, Mario Kart DS took the fun, chaotic nature of the course, killed it, subtracted 2 laps, and called it a day. There's still some chaos in this version, but it's like going from crack to sugar. Not that I would know or anything. Figure 8 Circuit. This is the first course on the list that doesn't have any horrible aspects to it, but it also doesn't have any good aspects to it. It's a figure 8 on a generic race course, that's literally it. Yoshi Falls. Despite its really unique theme, Yoshi Falls suffers from a simple layout with little variety. N64 Frappe Snowland. This course has a really great theme as well, but apart from the occasional snowman to dodge, there's not much to this course. GBA Bowser Castle 2. While it seems rather bland upon first inspection, Bowser's Castle 2 has thwomps to dodge, fireballs to jump over, and a cool little section where you're driving right over the lava to tie it all together. It's nothing crazy, but it works pretty well together and fits with the theming. GCN Mushroom Bridge. Yet another massacre of a GameCube track. Mushroom Bridge wasn't all that amazing to begin with, but with the removal of multiple shortcuts as well as the beloved Wiggler car, there's not much left to love about this course. N64 Moomoo Farms. Despite its simple layout, Moomoo Farms manages to be a unique track. Dodging some Monty moles is a lot of fun, and it makes this otherwise lacking course into something good. As a side note though, why are there no cows on the actual track? Talk about a letdown. GCN Luigi Circuit. Yet another generic course, Luigi Circuit doesn't have an interesting layout, but luckily the lack of barriers in the middle of the track makes for some silly shenanigans. Wario Stadium. This course has a pretty decent concept and layout. It also makes you feel like a stunt person jumping through all the flames and boosting through the mud at high speeds, but due to the lack of tricking in Mario Kart DS, this track suffers hard. GCN Yoshi Circuit. The absurd idea to make the outline of Yoshi into a track works surprisingly well for Mario Kart Double Dash. Take that course, dull it down a little bit, remove some of the shortcuts, and that's what the Mario Kart DS version is like. Still a great base layout, but it's lost some of its charm. GBA Peach Circuit. I know this course seems like a generic track with little that's unique about it, but that simply is not true. The castle in the background makes this course feel straight out of Candyland, paired with a decent layout and bada bing bada boom, you're my 18th most favorite Mario Kart DS course. GBA Sky Garden. Well, flat as all heck, Sky Garden is a heavenly experience atop the clouds. There are a lot of fun shortcuts to take, and I really like the look of the track in general. N64 Choco Mountain. The mysterious and foggy Choco Mountain is a concept that I absolutely love. For the most part, it's very well executed too. That turn at the end is still possible to fall off of, but the controls of Mario Kart DS make it easy not to, which heavily improves upon the N64 version of the track. Mario Circuit. This course is an above average generic Mario Mario-themed track that takes a lot from Mario Raceway. It builds off of these ideas of N64 Mario Raceway extremely well, and sometimes at the end of the day, all you need is some fun in the Mushroom Kingdom to make for a good track. DK Pass. I love the icy mountain aesthetic of this course, and there are a lot of winding paths on tall cliffs, making it feel like you're always 5 seconds away from discovering a Yeti Donkey Kong, or maybe even a copy of Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze before it was even out. There's also an item box that always guarantees something good, which is a cool Easter egg to add to the course. Could you imagine if they added like a little Donkey Kong to that section? That would have been even cooler. GBA Luigi Circuit. Okay, before you leave an invisible dislike, hear me out on this one. The reason Luigi Circuit is so high on the list is for the creative theming and mechanics of it. The actual track layout is also pretty unique, but what really carries this course is the theme. Being on Luigi's airfield with a blimp flying around in a storm is such an exciting feeling, and I can't help but love it. There are even puddles that cause you to spin out, which is a mechanic rarely seen in Mario Kart. Weather goes so underutilized in these games. So say what you will about this ranking, but GBA Luigi Circuit will always have a spot on my heart and at number 13 of the list. Shroom Ridge. At first glance, this track may not stand out, and I will admit, it's a bit generic. However, the nostalgic memories of driving through this course like it's a road trip while actually on a road trip make it a lot more fun for me. It showed me a new perspective of this track, one where it's meant to be like you're going on a road trip with your favorite Mario Kart character. I really like it now. Bowser's Castle. It's pretty hard to botch Bowser's Castle, and luckily Nintendo did no such thing in this game, although they kinda did in Mario Kart Super Circuit. Bowser's Castle is always so much fun to explore, and the small section outside of the castle as well as the windy paths within the castle make for one of the most out there renditions of the track. I am a total fan. Desert Hills. Why the heck does everyone hate this course so much? Desert Hills is an incredible track in my personal opinion, despite all of the hate it gets. I am a huge fan of desert themes in games, and this course delivers with an oasis, the sun beating down on you, and even some pyramids. Then, on the final lap, the angry sun begins to shoot fire at you to add even more intensity to the track. It's all tied together by the hills and valleys throughout the course. It's a great course all around. I don't know why fans are so dry dreadful towards it. Cheep Cheep Beach. A classic course from Mario Kart DS. It's no secret why it was remade for Mario Kart 8. You start off on the docks of a beautiful beach and then travel onto the shoreline, through a jungle, and then back to the docks again. It's even got a good variety of ocean life to dodge while racing through. It has so many fun aspects going on throughout, and the theming is great. It's a true classic. N64 Banshee Boardwalk. Being the highest retro track on the list by a huge degree. You must be wondering, what makes Banshee Boardwalk so special? Well, for one, the entire track is a total mystery to the player until they begin racing. I mean, you're surrounded by total darkness and left on one little dock with water surrounding you. Even still, at the start of the course, you're still quite literally left in the dark about what's to come, and then all of a sudden, boom! There's a huge fish jumping over you and you're dropping down to the lower part of the dock. Then you're taken into a haunted castle where bats begin to berate you and you have to escape. It nails the eerie and mysterious vibes so well, and you don't expect what's coming. And I absolutely love the track for those reasons. Luigi's Mansion. As a Luigi's Mansion fan, this course is such a treat. A trip through Luigi's Mansion and the cemetery behind it, accompanied by some perfect music, gives off the spooky yet fun vibes of Luigi's Mansion perfectly. In fact, this course was the very thing that made me want to play Luigi's Mansion games and got me into the series. I will admit though, the sludge at the end does bring it down a little bit, but it's Luigi's Mansion, how could I not rank it this high? Tick-Tock Clock. What a great idea for a track. This was always such an interesting Super Mario 64 level to me, and making it into a course was a wonderful idea. You drive all around the parts of a clock, which make for unique obstacles and tons of chaotic fun. You better be timing your drifts right though, get it? Get it? Cause you're in a clock, get it? Rainbow Road. In terms of layout and theming of Rainbow Road, Nintendo hit it out of the park once again. The course looks beautiful and the track has so many unique features, such as the multiple loops throughout. This track may have even gotten into the top 3 if it weren't for one small issue. Now don't get me wrong, I know Rainbow Road is supposed to be a difficult track, but when falling off of the side of the track in this one, it takes so long to get picked up since you spend so long falling. It doesn't make this Rainbow Road feel difficult, it more so just makes it feel a little unfair. It brings the track down just enough to make it lose a few spots and only land in the top 5, which is still pretty respectable. Peach Gardens. Peach has been doing some frickin' yard work, jeez! This is a beautiful garden near Peach's castle that is a rare sight to behold. This new twist on an already well-known area is super fun, and the track layout is fantastic. From the fountain at the start all the way to the hedge maze at the end, I love Peach Gardens. Airship Fortress, one of the most ominous tracks in Mario Kart's history. Airship Fortress is a journey through a dangerous airship that starts off our top 3. The course starts you under fire from bullet bills that you have to avoid until you reach the airship. Following that, you gotta board the airship, dodge a plethora of enemies and weapons, and then get launched into a castle. The only slight issue with this course is the castle section. It feels a little out of place, but still makes for some fun racing, so I'll give it that. Waluigi Pinball. I know, I cannot believe I put Waluigi Pinball in second place. The theming of Waluigi Pinball is probably the best of any track. Being in a pinball machine is super fun, never mind one themed around the purple man himself. Ah, what a hottie. But I think what makes Waluigi Pinball falter just enough to get second place is the layout at the end of the track. There are a lot of winding paths with the pinballs flying around for most of the track, but then you get to the final section on the actual machine, and this wide area is almost never utilized because it's a straight shot to the end of the course. So most of the time you're able to drive straight without any issues. There are some occasions where I get bounced all around by the pinballs, but there are also some occasions where I can just drive straight to the end of the course. So it's not always a terrible layout at the end, it's just inconsistent. So if this fan favorite took number 2, which course is the best Mario Kart DS course? Delfino Square. When recording footage for this ranking video, I immediately figured Waluigi Pinball would remain my favorite course as it always has. However, there was another course that barely beat out Waluigi Pinball for me. Crazy, I know. Inspired by one of the best hub worlds in a Mario game, Delfino Square allows the player to dive into the heart of a bustling city. The course begins with a fountain that we make our way around to reach the branching paths and cramped section of the town. This doesn't go on for too long though, and we're immediately brought out to the docks and shops of the towns. Here, there's a marketplace and pier for ships to come and go from. Finally, the course ends off with a drawbridge that we can boost ourselves off of and get some crazy airtime. It's so much fun. Both this course and Waluigi Pinball have such a rich theming that you remember them forever. But what makes Delfino Plaza the best of the best is the course layout. There are a good amount of branching paths to take on Delfino Plaza, as well as some cool shortcuts. Waluigi Pinball and Airship Fortress are great tracks, but with these tracks it's just one straight shot through. There's not some branching paths to make some variety in gameplay. Not to mention, Delfino Plaza gives off the feeling of the hustle and bustle of a small town in such a concise course perfectly. Delfino Plaza was a course executed so well on all fronts that it takes the #1 spot as the best Mario Kart DS course. And that concludes my ranking of every Mario Kart DS track. In the end, Waluigi Pinball was dethroned by Delfino Plaza. I honestly never fully appreciated the course until I gave it another playthrough specifically for the purpose of ranking it. Waluigi Pinball is an incredible course, but when you get this high on the list, one little falter will bring you down. That poor purple fella gets screwed over again.
Too bad!
Anyways, which Mario Kart DS course is your favorite? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you all in the next one.